Hey everyone, and welcome back to the 7th installment in my tutorial video series. Today we're gonna go over QGIS and how to import a map from Mapbox into the QGIS application. So of course we're gonna start by having QGIS already downloaded on our PC. Of course, you can go into Google or any browser of your choice and search QGIS and download it from the web. Once you have it downloaded, you have the application open. You can see that QGIS already has data within it that you can just drag and drop into the layers. In this case, there's OpenStreetMaps and maps and global terrain available for us to use. We can just essentially drag it in. And there we go, there's the OpenStreetMap. We can scroll into it and see all the details that OpenStreetMap already has on its map. However, visually it's not the best in my eyes, and so let's say I want to input my map from Mapbox instead. So I'll just delete this real quick. Now, what you want to do is go onto Mapbox, and I'll just go into Start Editor and make a new map real quick. So we're gonna start off with the base map right here. I want it to be monochrome, and I want all the labelings all out. And then I'll just add in the water fill. And I'll change the color to this blue and scroll to Melbourne real quick and see. Yep, I like this clean map look better. And so before we can input this map into QGIS, we have to publish so that the data will show us this new map that we modified instead of the standard map that Mapbox gave us. So just hit publish. Since QGIS runs on URL, it's gonna pull data from the interwebs, and so it's not a setting that you can download from Mapbox and just input into QGIS. And so once it's published, you go into share, and if you scroll down to the developer resources, you go into third party. You would see this integration URL, which says this URL allows you to use this map in ArcGIS Desktop 10 Plus and QGIS 2.0, which is what we needed. So we just copy this and we'll go back into QGIS. Now, of course, you can't just paste the link into the layers. You're gonna have to go into WMS/WMTS. So in this layer, you can right click and go into new connections. Once you're in new connections, there's a command box which asks you to input a name and a URL. The URL is where you're going to paste your Mapbox map, and the name you can input whatever name you choose. So let's say monochrome map and hit OK. Once you've done that, you can turn this down and go into the monochrome map. Once it loads, it says here an untitled map, and there we go. You have your map inside your Mapbox inside QGIS. Thank you for watching.